Hi everyone, Lloyd Smucker here. Today was a sad day on the floor of the U.S. House, at least for those of us who believe in the sanctity of life and believe that we should be protecting the lives of the unborn. The Democrat majority in the House passed a bill that would allow for abortions on demand with almost no restrictions until the time of birth. And they ironically refer to this bill as the Women's Health Protection Act. This bill would ban nearly all legal restrictions on abortion and ban all conscience protection laws at the state and federal level. It would allow taxpayer dollars to pay for abortions, and it would also roll back common sense laws such as limiting the performance of abortions to licensed physicians. And I don't think I'll need to remind you of the violent legacy of Kermit Gosnell, who owned and operated an abortion clinic here in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. That clinic, which came to be known as the House of Horrors, offered abortions to low-income, minority, and immigrant women. Gosnell was convicted on 7 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, and nearly 250 other counts of violating late-term abortion and informed consent laws after it was revealed that he was operating under unspeakable conditions. Investigators, after receiving complaints, found blood-stained blankets, feral animals wandering throughout the facility, expired medication, unsterile instruments, fetal remains kept in milk jugs, bags, juice cartons, cat food containers. Medical waste was piling up in the basement, and more than 45 babies, some of which would have lived, were hidden in freezers. It may come as no surprise, but Gosnell was never certified in either gynecology or obstetrics. Following those absolutely horrific discoveries, the Pennsylvania General Assembly took action to strengthen protections for patient safety. And so Act 122, which passed in 2011, held abortion clinics in the Commonwealth to the same standards as outpatient surgery centers. Reasonable measures, you would think. And in fact, those measures garnered bipartisan support. As one state representative detailed the tragic death of her family member who died of sepsis after being butchered by Gosnell. But this bill today, this abortion on demand legislation, will unravel those common sense bipartisan protections put in place after the horrific Kermit Gosnell episode. My colleagues have referred to safety measures such as ensuring a clinic is well equipped and meets the standards expected for other medical procedures as policies that restrict abortion and are medically unjustified. This bill blatantly admits that the purpose of this act is to permit healthcare providers to provide abortion services without limitations or requirements, and it directs courts to liberally construe provisions in the act to ensure unfettered access. What's more, this bill says an abortion cannot be prohibited at any point or points in time prior to fetal viability. And after railing against the Texas law's private right of action, the Democrats hypocritically included their own private right of action to allow the lawsuit to be brought against any government official seeking to protect the right to life. I believe every life is precious, and I strongly oppose this bill and the Democrats' extremist assault on life.